Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Master, do not reason. Who can ever know God? I have heard it from Langta once for all that this world, this whole universe is only a fragment of Brahman. Langta is the Advaita Guru Totapuri Maharaj, who the ultimate goal of human life, the ultimate realization that man can have of absolute oneness of all that exists, ultimately merging back one into the other as the creation came up, or going back to the source, we see there is one. It was never, it was two or many. That experience his Guru gave. He is to be naked, for which the term Nangta is used in Bengali. He has given once for all that the whole universe is only a fragment of Brahman. This fragment of Brahman, here we see a thing is the fragment of Brahman. How do we feel? Brahman is a huge boundless ocean in which millions of universes appear and disappear. Millions of universes appear and disappear. And each universe is a small speck in that huge boundless ocean. So small is this universe in which we are all living. Like that, millions of universes are there, floating in the absolute existence. Every relative existence is bound by time and space and is constantly changing. That is unchanging, eternal ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute. So I have known that, and his master has told it. Hazra is given to too much of calculation. Sri Ramakrishna is requesting him. Many times this statement comes, do not reason. Reason and logic, they cannot reveal the truth. But heart, innocent heart of a child, can reveal the truth. So this slowly building up our faith in God. Hazra is given too much of calculation. Hazra is given to too much of calculation. He says, this much of God has become the universe and this much is the balance. Because the thing is, when we say infinite, infinite is always infinite. If you take out infinite from infinite, infinite alone remains. Whatever you take, add infinite to infinite, infinite alone remains. Infinite is infinite because anything taken away from it or put into it, it doesn't affect the infinity property of the infinite. So, this much has become universe, and so many universes are there. Deduct that from the Brahman, and so much is remaining, cannot be there. You take away anything, still it remains Purna. My head aches at this calculation. I know that I know nothing. I know that I know nothing. Sometimes I think of God as good, sometimes as bad. What can I know of Him? Yeah, it is true, sir. Can anyone ever know God? Each thinks with his little bit of intelligence that he has understood all of God. As you say, an ant went to a sugar hill and finding that one grain of sugar filled its stomach, thought that the next time it would take the entire hill into its hole. Master, who can ever know God? I do not even try. I only call on Him as Mother. Let Mother do whatever she likes. I shall know her if it is her will, but I shall be happy to remain ignorant if she wills otherwise. My nature is that of a kitten. It only cries meow meow. The rest it leaves to its mother. The mother cat puts the kitten sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes on the master's bed. The young child wants only its mother. He does not know how wealthy his mother is, and he does not even know what to know. The young child wants only its mother. He does not know how wealthy its mother is, and he does not even want to know. He knows only, I have a mother, why should I worry? Even the child of the maidservant knows that he has a mother. If he quarrels with the son of a master, he says, I shall tell my mother, I have a mother. My attitude too is like that child. The child awareness of absolute guilelessness, of purity, and of this most effective nature that the spiritual aspirant needs, simplicity. Extremely simple, full of purity and no artificial assuming, guileless as is. So the world has not entered into him, and as if God is projecting out. As we move about in the world starts entering into us, and a demon starts projecting out. The child, in child, it is manifesting the divinity. What a great difference you see. Divine is projecting out. Every act it sees, moves, talks, everything is fine. That childhood. And another part of the child is total dependence on mother. And taking mother as the where he can fully trust, put faith and depend upon. He So many powers are there, so many people are there, so many uncles and relatives are there who want to take care of him, talk to him and all that. But for it has only one mother. It knows whom it trusts totally. This trust, faith and dependence we see clearly in the child. So Sri Ramakrishna again and again refers to that child, and he wants and he is of that nature of child. Suddenly Sri Ramakrishna caught M's attention and said, touching his own chest, "Well, there must be something here. Is not that so?" M looked wonderingly at the master. He said to himself, does the mother herself dwell in the master's heart? Is it the divine mother who has assumed this human body for the welfare of humanity? See, as we grow in spirituality, our inner purity we ourselves witness, and a total what we feel utmost gratitude to God, that gratitude will be there. At the same time, the understanding of I and this world changes. My attitude also changes as the understanding changes. My behavior changes. Now, when we understand the reality, the more and more we go towards the reality, more and more spiritual development comes, and the dirt has fallen off. Most of the dirt and vasanas have fallen off. Then we see that the fall of the vasanas, it's like a magic. I was not holding, it was clinging to me, and grace of God has released it. He understands it is not my effort. I had not caught that. And it had caught me. Kama, Krodha, all this had caught me because I was unaware of my divinity. The moment I become aware of my divinity, stage by stage, those what was clinging to me drop off. So I feel light. I'll be looking, what am I happening? What is that happening? What am I really now? I go on be wondering, looking at myself. Is this myself? Is this myself? And when the realization dawns, when we have the vision of God, then my understanding of myself is such, I am divine, I am the Spirit, I am Chaitanya Swarupa, and this cannot be made to anybody to know what he experiences and what he thinks. So when he utters to people, when he talks and converses with the people, a realized soul, for him it looks like an ordinary person, full of knowledge and wisdom, full of love for God and for humanity. This is the circle within which any man who is intelligent enough, who is a sadhaka, can understand a realized soul. He is exceptionally good. He is exceptionally great. I have not seen a person like this. All this. But he is one with God, and he can do and undo things with the help of God, will not be known. Oh, then when Master says, there must be something here, no? Then the The thought comes, is he God come down into this earth of mortals to save the mortals? Is he the Divine Mother who is controlling the whole universe has come in this form of Sri Ramakrishna? That understanding towards himself, and he wants others to not appreciate or depreciate, but know that God works through many sources for the welfare of Jiva. Our efforts are actually, a realized soul understands later on, my efforts were zero because it was backed by calculations. It was backed by reason. It was backed by logic. Logic and reason do not contribute to our realization. So, only thing what contributes to our realization, which definitely is going to take us towards God or make us realize God, is our heart. My own flow, the heart to love and be loved. The identity, the closer and closer we move towards the divine, little by little. Do not reason. Who can ever know God? I have heard it from Nangta. It is true, sir. Can anyone know God? Each thinks with his little bit of intelligence that he has understood all of God. As you say, an ant went to the sugar hill and finding that one grain of sugar filled its stomach, that the next time it would take the entire hill to its hole. Master, who can ever know God? I don't even try. I only call on him as mother. Then he gives the example of the kitten, which is going to have the whenever anything happens, it calls on mother. I shall tell my mother how the children have the total faith in mother. Suddenly Sri Ramakrishna caught the M's attention and said, touching his own chest, well, there must be something here. Is not that so? M looked wonderingly at the master. He said to himself, does the mother herself dwell in the master's heart? Is it the divine mother who has assumed this human body for the welfare of humanity? Sri Ramakrishna was praying to the divine mother, O mother, O embodiment of Om, mother, how many things people say about thee, but I don't understand any of them. I don't know anything. Mother, I have taken refuge at thy feet. I have sought protection in thee. O mother, I pray only that I may have pure devotion for you, pure love for thy lotus feet, love that seeks no return. And mother, do not delude me with thy world bewitching Maya. I seek thy protection. I have taken refuge in thee. Sri Ramakrishna is clearly presenting how to pray and what to pray when we are in prayers to God. Never to ask anything of this world. but to slowly understand the secrets, how the prayer works, how Mother gets pleased, and what should be, because anything that comes out of brain, however intelligent we are, however knowledgeable we are, if it emerges from our brain, it will be definitely having errors, and it will not reach the whom it has to reach. Now the heart cries. The longing always belongs to a heart, irresistible separation from God. That makes him, but any amount of reasoning, the more you reason, the more you calculate, you are moving away, step by step you are moving away from God. Because intelligence and reasoning, we need reasoning only to dissociate ourselves from our own vasanas, which results as discriminating power of discrimination, the viveka. So that we understand how the evolution takes place in the jiva. So Sri Ramakrishna is showing how to pray, never to bring the intelligence, because jnana-based understanding is different. If it is jnana-based, immediately it awakens love in the heart and irresistible pull towards God. That is the result of jnana. Then slowly our attitude changes towards God into devotion. And always we must see that I love God, express it. I am devoted to God, express it. I am praying for God, express it. Otherwise, we think, we imagine, I am seeking the welfare of world. What have you given? What have you done? So, go to the shrine every day. First time you see, each time you go and see the image of your Ishtadevata in shrine. Pray for this world. Put 2-3 Sashtang pranams. This is how we express. I mean that. I am seeking the welfare of this world. Look, I am doing this. Take one japamala. Do the one mala of japa for the welfare of this world and offer it to God. While doing puja, just take the offering and just offer it at the feet of the Lord. So, on behalf of the world, this I am offering to you, Lord, on behalf of all beings. Help them to move in the right direction. Let peace dwell. So these small things, now it touches your consciousness, Chaitanya. Now you are putting it is not no more an imagination, and God has to answer it. Some way, some people who have already linked with God in the same spirit, immediately they understand. Immediately they understand, offer themselves. So, everything, even devotion to God, why do we do worship? Sit and do the worship. Even you see, enlightened souls, they sit and do the worship. In one place, Sri Ramakrishna says a incident where the Guru's Paduka and the emblem of Shiva are kept together and worshipping in the same plate. Then somebody asks him, how is that you are keeping the God's image and the Guru's Paduka in the same? If you have reached that state of seeing that equanimity, why are you doing worship at all? The answer was, he smilingly says, when I am doing all other things, I am eating, drinking, going for begging, collecting the food, coming and doing, why should I not do the worship at all? Only for doing worship are we to worry about this way. How you see? Where are we? So devotion and everything, what you feel must move towards the gross physical bodily level. Otherwise, body remains somewhere, mind remains somewhere in its own imagination, heart remains under the sway of the vasanas. Years and years of sadhana, you will see you are where you are, going round and round the same merry-go-round. Where is evolution? Evolution is when all the layers of your existence, every cell of your body is able to recognize the reality. Body must be able to respond to God. Mind must be able to respond to God. Heart must be able to respond to God. Every bit of it, every cell must be calling God. Look here, Lord, I am also calling. Because I am part of this child of yours. That wholeness, to be reality, to reach the reality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpana Mastu.